राम 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 सर्वेभ्यः हृत्पूर्वकनमस्काराः। शिवानन्दलहर्याः कक्ष्यायां सर्वेषां स्वागतम्। शरण्नवरात्रोत्सवस्य हार्दाः अनन्ताः शुभाशयाः। A very warm welcome to the 44th session of Shivanandalahari, and also wishes on this auspicious occasion of Sharannavaratrotsavam, that is Navaratri as it is popularly known as. And as I have already sent a message on the group, we are going to have complete Saundaryalahari Parayanam on Tuesday, that is 30th of September, on the occasion of Durgashtami. It's going to be online at the same time, that is 7 a.m. IST. So for an hour. And we are going to be chanting all the 100 verses of Saundaryalahari on Durgashtami Day, that is 30th September. So those of you who want to join, please join. You can chant along. It is a very nice experience. We have been doing it for the past few years. As you all know, Shivanandalahari and Saundaryalahari are complementary to each other, as we have seen in many aspects. So especially for you all, because you all are learning Shivanandalahari, please, whoever can join us. And it will be live on YouTube also. And you can also share the link with others. Whoever wants to join, you can share the link with them. 30th September at 7 a.m. IST. Okay, so let us begin today's class. Please bear with my voice, which is not very great today. So I'm just recovering from a cough and throat issue. So please bear with the voice. And we have our panelists for today who is, we only have one for now. That is Aditi. Okay, I think Shreya has joined also. And Shreya, who will be helping us with the Anucharanam. Okay, Shreya, I am trying to make you a panelist. Please accept. Let us begin with Guruvandanam. गुरुरेव गतिर्गुरुमेव भजे गुरुणैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे न गुरोः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरौ मम पाहि गुरो श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् सौन्दर्यलहरी कर्त्रे सर्वमङ्गलदायिने शङ्कराचार्यवर्याय यतिराजाय ते नमः शङ्कारूपेण मच्चित्तं पङ्कीकृतमभूद्यया किङ्करीयस्य सा माया शङ्कराचार्यमाश्रये. Aditi and Shreya, both of you can do one verse each, alternate. Start with Aditi, then Shreya will do the next one.
प्रह्लादवरदो देवो यो नृसिंहः परो हरिः नृसिंहोपासकन्नित्यं तन्नृसिंहगुरुं भजे
श्री सच्चिदानंद शिवाभिनव्य नृसिंह भारत्यभिधान्यतीन्द्रान् विद्यानिधीन् मन्त्रनिधीन् सदात्मनिष्ठान् भजे मानव शम्भुरूपान्
सदात्मध्याननिरतं विषयेभ्यः पराङ्मुखं नौमि शास्त्रेषु निष्णातं चन्द्रशेखरभारतीम्.
विवेकिनं महाप्रज्ञं धैर्यौदार्यक्षमानिधिं सदाभिनवपूर्वन्तं विद्यातीर्थगुरुं भजे।
भारती करुणापात्रं भारती पदभूषणं भारती पदमारूढं भारती तीर्थमाश्रये।
भारती तीर्थवर्यन्तं भक्तहृत्तापनाशनं भवभीतिहरं देवं भावये सततं हृदि।
विद्या विनय संपन्नं वीतरागं विवेकिनं वन्दे वेदांत तत्त्वज्ञं विधुशेखर भारतीम्।
अनन्तगुणसम्पन्नामनन्ताभिधया श्रुताम् अनन्तज्ञानदात्रीं तां मातरं प्रणुमो वयम्।
गैर्वाण्या संविबोधेन जीवनं मौल्यसंयुतं या करोत्तान्नमाम्यम्बां शारदामूर्तरूपिणीम्।
First verse, Shriya.
कलाभ्यां चूडालङ्कृतशशिकलाभ्यां निजतपः फलाभ्यां भक्तेषु प्रकटितफलाभ्यां भवतु मे शिवाभ्यामस्तोकत्रिभुवनशिवाभ्यां हृदि पुनर्भवाभ्यामानन्दस्फुरदनुभवाभ्यान्नतिरियम्।
Tamam. So we have completed 65 verses, and I think that was about 2 weeks ago. So today we will quickly just chant 62 to 65, and then we will begin learning the 66th verse. Okay. Aditi, 62, then Shriya would be 63, Aditi 64, and Shriya 65.
आनन्दाश्रुभिरातनोति पुलकं नैर्मल्यतश्चादनं वाचा शङ्खमुखे स्थितैश्च जठरापूर्तिं चरित्रामृतैः रुद्राक्षैर्भसितेन देववपुषः रक्षां भवद्भावनापर्यङ्के विनिवेश्य भक्तिजननी भक्तार्भकं रक्षति।
मार्गावर्तितपादुका पशुपतेः अङ्गस्य कूर्चायते गण्डूशाम्बुनिषेचनं पुररिपोः दिव्याभिषेकायते किञ्चिद्भक्षितमांसशेषकबलं नव्योपहारायते भक्तिः किन्न करोत्यहो वनचरः भक्तावतंसायते।
Tamam. Next, Aditi.
वक्षस्थाडनमन्तकस्य कठिनापस्मारसम्मर्दनं भूभृत्पर्यटनं नमत्सुरशिरः कोटीरसङ्घर्षणम् कर्मेदं मृदुलस्य तापकपदद्वन्द्वस्य किं वोचितम् मच्चेतो मणिपादुका विहरणं शम्भो सदाङ्गीकुरु।
Tamam.
वक्षस्ताडनशङ्कया विचलितः वैवस्वतो निर्जराः कोटिरोज्ज्वलरत्नदीपकलिका नीराजनं कुर्वते दृष्ट्वा मुक्तिवधूस्तनोति निभृताश्लेषं भवानीपते यच्चेतस्तव पादपद्मभजनं तस्येह किं दुर्लभं क्षम्यताम्
Once again, last line.
यच्चेतस्तव पादपद्मभजनं तस्येह किं दुर्लभम्
Tamam. Dhanyavadaha, Aditi and Saumya. We will now go to the next verse. Aditi, verse number 66. क्रीडार्थं सृजसि प्रपञ्चमखिलम्
क्रीडार्थं सृजसि प्रपञ्चमखिलम् क्रीडार्थं सृजसि प्रपञ्चमखिलम्
क्रीडामृगास्ते जनाः
क्रीडामृगास्ते जनाः क्रीडामृगास्ते जनाः
यत्कर्माचरितं मया च भवतः
यत्कर्माचरितं मया च भवतः यत्कर्माचरितं मया च भवतः
प्रीत्यै भवत्येव तत्
प्रीत्यै भवत्येव तत् प्रीत्यै भवत्येव तत्
शम्भो स्वस्य कुतूहलस्य करणम्
शम्भो स्वस्य कुतूहलस्य करणम् शम्भो स्वस्य कुतूहलस्य करणम्
मच्चितन्निश्चितम्
मच्चेष्टितन्निश्चितम् मच्चेष्टितन्निश्चितम्
तस्मान्मामकरक्षणं पशुपते
तस्मान्मामकरक्षणं पशुपते तस्मान्मामकरक्षणं पशुपते
कर्तव्यमेव त्वया
कर्तव्यमेव त्वया कर्तव्यमेव त्वया
क्रीडार्थं third mahaprana srijasi, note the pronunciation srijasi srijasi prapanchamakhilam. Here dvitvam, the p is doubling, srijasi prapanchamakhilam. क्रीडामृगास्ते जनाः क्रीडामृगाः, note the pronunciation. There is no dvitvam there. We should not chant it as क्रीडामृगाः. There is no dvitvam there. There is a tendency sometimes to double the ma, but we should not do it. There is no dvitvam. क्रीडामृगास्ते जनाः यत् कर्माचरितं मया च भवतः भ प्रीत्यै भवत्येव तत् bha is mahaprana bhavatyeva, note here प्रीत्यै t is doubling dvitvam bhavatyeva t is doubling again tat shambho swasya kutuhalasya karanam macheshtitam nishchitam anuswara combined with na macheshtitam nishchitam, that becomes a sandhi. Tasman mamaka rakshanam, again dvitvam rakshanam पशुपते कर्तव्यमेव त्वया कर्तव्यमेव त्वया, note the dvitams कर्तव्यमेव त्वया. This is also doubling here. Usually when we have these samyukta aksharas like this, the dvitvam is heard very, very clearly and distinctly. That also adds beauty to the chanting and to the chandas. Now we'll do one pada at a time. क्रीडार्थं सृजसि प्रपञ्चमखिलम् क्रीडामृगास्ते जनाः
क्रीडार्थं सृजसि प्रपञ्चमखिलम् क्रीडामृगास्ते जनाः क्रीडार्थं सृजसि प्रपञ्चमखिलम् क्रीडामृगास्ते जनाः
यत् कर्माचरितं मया च भवतः प्रीत्यै भवत्येव तत्
यत् कर्माचरितं मया च भवतः प्रीत्यै भवत्येव तत् यत् कर्माचरितं मया च भवतः प्रीत्यै भवत्येव तत्
शम्भो स्वस्य कुतूहलस्य करणं मच्चेष्टितन्निश्चितम्
शम्भो स्वस्य कुतूहलस्य करणं मच्चेष्टितन्निश्चितम् शम्भो स्वस्य कुतूहलस्य करणं मच्चेष्टितन्निश्चितम्
तस्मान्मामकरक्षणं पशुपते कर्तव्यमेव त्वया
तस्मान्मामकरक्षणं पशुपते कर्तव्यमेव त्वया तस्मान्मामकरक्षणं पशुपते कर्तव्यमेव त्वया
उत्तमम् क्रीडार्थं सृजसि प्रपञ्चमखिलम् क्रीडामृगास्ते जनाः यत् कर्माचरितं मया च भवतः प्रीत्यै भवत्येव तत्
क्रीडार्थं सृजसि प्रपञ्चमखिलम् क्रीडामृगास्ते जनाः यत् कर्माचरितं मया च भवतः प्रीत्यै भवत्येव तत् क्रीडार्थं सृजसि प्रपञ्चमखिलम् क्रीडामृगास्ते जनाः यत् कर्माचरितं मया च भवतः प्रीत्यै भवत्येव तत्
शम्भो स्वस्य कुतूहलस्य करणं मच्चेष्टितन्निश्चितम् तस्मान्मामकरक्षणं पशुपते कर्तव्यमेव त्वया
शम्भो स्वस्य कुतूहलस्य करणं मच्चेष्टितन्निश्चितम् तस्मान्मामकरक्षणं पशुपते कर्तव्यमेव त्वया शम्भो स्वस्य कुतूहलस्य करणं मच्चेष्टितन्निश्चितम् तस्मान्मामकरक्षणं पशुपते कर्तव्यमेव त्वया
क्रीडार्थं सृजसि प्रपञ्चमखिलम् क्रीडामृगास्ते जनाः यत् कर्माचरितं मया च भवतः प्रीत्यै भवत्येव तत् शम्भो स्वस्य कुतूहलस्य करणं मच्चेष्टितन्निश्चितम् तस्मान्मामकरक्षणं पशुपते कर्तव्यमेव त्वया
क्रीडार्थं सृजसि प्रपञ्चमखिलम् क्रीडामृगास्ते जनाः यत् कर्माचरितं मया च भवतः प्रीत्यै भवत्येव तत् शम्भो स्वस्य कुतूहलस्य करणं मच्चेष्टितन्निश्चितम् तस्मान्मामकरक्षणं पशुपते कर्तव्यमेव त्वया.
Uttamam, a very, very nice verse. Shambho, Kridartham, Akhilam Prapancham Srijasi. Janaha, Te Krida Mrigaha. Yat Karma Maya Acharitam, Tat Bhavataha Prityai Bhavatyeva. Macheshtitam Swasya Kutuhalasya Karanam Nishchitam. Pashupate Tasmat Mamaka Rakshanam Tvaya Kartavyameva. Okay, so here in a very beautiful way, Shankaracharya is telling Parameshwara why he ought to be protected. Parameshwara doesn't have a choice. Pashupate, oh, very aptly he calls him Pashupate. We are all animals like Pashus here. You are our Lord. Mamaka Rakshanam, my protection, protecting me. Tvaya kartavyameva has to be done by you, definitely has to be done by you. You don't have a choice. So, Ishvara, you don't have a choice. You have to protect me surely. And why? Tasmat is therefore. Why? The reasons are given in the first three lines, first three padas. Kridartham akhilam prapancham srijasi. This creation is a leela of Parameshwara. Parameshwara is not touched or tainted by creation dissolution. He is always in that state of that he is that supreme bliss, right? So it doesn't affect him in any way. The creation or dissolution, maintenance, nothing. So what is this for Parameshwara? This entire cycle of creation, dissolution, creation is a krida for him. It is a play. Parameshwara, kridartham srijasi, akhilam prapancham. The entire world you create for your play. It is a matter of play for you. Janaha, the people, te kridamragaha. All the people are the animals you play with. So this verse, we should visualize a young, a child or maybe a toddler just playing with the toys. When you see, they usually children love these animals. So there are a lot of these rubber or plastic or whichever wooden animals which they play with. And they have a lot of animals, and you should observe this when these children are playing. It is such a pleasure to just observe them playing. They can go on playing with them completely engrossed. They try to create their own jungle, and one animal they try to, when they are in their own world playing, what are they doing? They're just taking each animal and they give them roles, they give them names, etc. So to Parameshwara, all the beings, all the animals are just Kridamragaha, where they are just animals he plays with. Yat karma maya acharitam. Whatever work I do or any action undertaken by me. In this, we have a lot of passive usages, that is karmani prayoga in Sanskritam. Maya yat karma acharitam. Whatever action has been undertaken by me. Tat bhavataha prityai bhavatyeva. All those actions will be for your, will definitely be for your pleasure. Again, analogy of a child. So when you look at a child playing completely engrossed, it gives us a lot of pleasure. You can just go on, looking at them playing, and that itself is a meditative experience. So it gives a lot of pleasure to the onlookers. Similarly, when we are all Kridamrikaha and Parameshwara, whatever we do, any action, that is only for your pleasure. And macheshtitam, again means whatever actions I undertake. Swasya kutuhalasya karanam nishchitam. that is a source of pleasure or happiness for you. Kutuhala means, again, you should, this verse, you should always, if you analogize it to a child, it's easier to understand. So when a child is playing again, when you see what are they going to do next, how are they going to play, they come up with their own ways, innovative ways, and it is such a pleasurable sight. It gives a lot of joy to someone who sees the children playing. So, and even, small things, you just give water and a spoon or, something like that, they will start playing with it and they will amuse themselves. So, it is a source of kutuhala, amusement and excitement for the onlookers also to see a child playing. Similarly, macheshtitam, whatever I do, Parmeshwara, everything is a source of enjoyment, amusement for you. Because Parmeshwara is looking upon all of us in that way, as as we look at a child playing with the toys. So, tasmat, therefore, Pashupate, again, oh Lord of all Pashus, all beings, Mamaka my protection, Tvaya karteva, you have to do. Again, it's a passive usage. Tvaya kartavyameva, by you. My protection has to be done by you for sure. You have no choice in this matter. That is how very beautifully Shankaracharya is putting it. In many, many ways, he has urged Parameshwara to protect him. And in each shloka, each verse, you can see a different bhava coming out, right? So that's the beauty of in so many ways, he has conveyed bhakti and looked upon Parameshwara in so many different ways. So here it is that the entire world is created by you as a matter of play. Kridartham srijasi. Kridamrigaha te janaha. So in that way, whatever karma I do undertake, Parameshwara, it is a source of your pleasure. Therefore, you have to protect me. You have no choice. Which means whatever I do, whatever actions I undertake, knowingly, unknowingly, everything is for your sake. Is for you are amused by it. It gives you happiness. So you have to protect me, Parameshwara. In Shivamanasa Puja, which we have discussed previously, the last verse, very beautifully, Shankaracharya says, Atmatvam girijamatihi sahacharaha pranaha shariram griham pujate vishayopabhogarachana nidra samadhi sthitihi sancharah padayoho pradakshina vithihi stotrani sarvagiro Yadyat karma karomi tattadakhilam shambho tavaradhanam. So here it is complete samarpanam. Whatever you do, my walking becomes a pradakshina for you. Nidra samadhi sthitihi. Padayoho sancharaha pradakshina vidhihi. Walking with my feet is wherever I walk, that's a pradakshina for you. Stotrani sarvagiraha. Whatever I speak, all my words are stotras for you. Yadyat karma karomi. Whatever I do, yadyat karma karomi. Whatever karma I do, tat akhilam. That entire karma. Shambho tava aradhanam. That is an aradhana to you. So this is this complete surrendering of all one's actions, renouncing the sense of doership and the attachment to fruit. This is what is the essence of our Bhagavad Gita also. Bhagavan says to Arjuna that everything is a yajna, not just, dravya yajna is one yajna, that is with materials, what we do, yajna, homa. But your entire life must become a yajna, whatever you do as an offering to Bhagavan. Yat karoshi, yadashnasi, yat juhoshi, dadasi yat tapasyasi, kaunteya, tat kurushva, madarpanam. Shubha Shubha Phalairevam Mokshase Karma Bandhanaihi. That if you do karma in that way, then that you will not be bound by the fruits of karma. And when you do karma in that way, everything in life becomes a yajna. And that is the path to attaining Shivanandam or liberation. From karma, jnanam, and then that is the path to attaining liberation. So very beautifully, a lot of tattva has been put in this verse when you go deeper and deeper. However, if you just read it, it is very beautifully put. That entire universe is a play for Parameshwara, and whatever I do is a sense of pleasure for you. Therefore, Hey Parameshwara, Hey Pashupate, Mamakarakshanam Tvaya Kartavyameva. You have to protect me. Okay. Now we will see the overall meaning, and then Aditi, you can chant the verse once after I read the meaning. O Pashupati, protector of all beings, it is your duty to safeguard me. You have created this entire world as a divine play, and all beings are merely playful creatures within your cosmic sport. Whatever actions I perform, whether good or bad, ultimately serve only to please you, for everything happens within your grand design. O Shambhu, source of joy, since all my actions are but instruments for your divine amusement, it is certain that my role in this play is part of your will. Therefore, as the master of this cosmic game, it is your responsibility to protect me. Aditi, the entire verse.
क्रीडार्थं सृजसि प्रपञ्चमखिलं क्रीडां मृगास्ते जनाः यत्कर्माचरितं मया च भवतः प्रीत्यै भवत्येव तत् शम्भो स्वस्य कुतूहलस्य करणं मच्चेष्टितन्निश्चितम् तस्मान्मामकरक्षणं पशुपते कर्तव्यमेव त्वया.
Tamam. Next one. Aditi. Sorry, Shriya. Next one. बहुविध परितोष बाष्पपूर
बहुविध परितोष बाष्पपूर बहुविध परितोष बाष्पपूर
पुटपुलकाङ्कित चारु भोग भूमिम्
स्फुटपुलकाङ्कितचारुभोगभूमिम् स्फुटपुलकाङ्कितचारुभोगभूमिम्
चिरपदफलकाङ्क्षि सेव्यमानाम्
चिरपदफलकाङ्क्षि सेव्यमानाम् चिरपदफलिकाङ्क्षि सेव्यमानाम्
not phali.
चिरपदफलकाङ्क्षि सेव्यमानाम् चिरपदफलकाङ्क्षि सेव्यमानाम्
परम सदा शिव भावनां प्रपद्ये
परम सदाशिवभावनां प्रपद्ये परम सदाशिवभावनां प्रपद्ये.
Here actually the first two lines, the first two padas, they are one samasta padam, one compound word. So we split it as the first time. I thought it will be easier for you. From next time, we are going to chant it together without a pause. Bahuvidha paritosha bashpapura sphuta pulakankita charu bhoga bhumim. Till there is one word. Bahuvidha Mahaprana. Paritosha Bashpapura Sphuta. Pura Sphuta, note the Dvitvam there. The S is doubling. Sphuta Pa Mahaprana. Pulakankita Charu Bhoga Bhumim. Bha Mahapranas. Chirapada Phalakankshi. Pa is Mahaprana. Kankshi. Note the Dvitvam there. Sevya again Dvitvam. Sevya Manam. Manam. It is not Manam. Manam. Here Bhumim. Here Manam. Sevya Manam. Parama Sadashiva Bhavanam. Bhavanam. Bha is Mahaprana. Prapadye. There is a Dvitvam. D is doubling. Prapadye. A is always a Dirgha in Sanskrit. There is no A. It's always a. Okay, we will do 2 padas at a time. बहुविध परितोष बाष्पूर स्फुट पुलकांकित चारु भोग भूमिम्
बहुविध परितोष बाष्पूरस्फुट पुलकांकित चारु भोग भूमिम् बहुविध परितोष बाष्पूरस्फुट पुलकांकित चारु भोग भूमिम्
निरपद फलकांक्षि सेव्यमाना परम सदा शिव भावनां प्रपद्ये
चिरपद फलकांक्षि सेव्यमानां परम सदा शिव भावनां प्रपद्ये चिरपद फलकांक्षि सेव्यमानां परम सदा शिव भावनां प्रपद्ये.
Now the entire verse. बहुविध परितोष बाष्पूर स्फुट पुलकांकित चारु भोग भूमिम् चिरपद फलकांक्षि सेव्यमानां परम सदा शिव भावनां प्रपद्ये
बहुविध परितोष बाष्पूरस्फुट पुलकांकित चारु भोग भूमिम् चिरपद फलकांक्षि सेव्यमानां परम सदा शिव भावनां प्रपद्ये.
Tamam. So, if you notice, the number of words have changed, the number of syllables rather have changed in each line from the previous verses. Right? From 45 to 66, we had one chandas, Shardula Vikriditam. And from here, this 67 and 68 are in a chandas called Pushpitaghra. So, there are various meters. Anushtup is 1 meter. Vasanta Tilaka, Shardula Vikriditam, Indravajra, Upendravajra. So there are many such bhujangam, many meters are there. So this is Pushpitaghra, which is Ardha Samavritta, meaning the lines 1 and 3 have the same number of syllables and 2 and 4 have the same number of syllables. So these two, 67, 68 are in this meter called Pushpitaghra. बहुविध परितोष बाष्पूर स्फुट पुलकांकित चारु भोग भूमिम्. Very beautiful word, one compound word. चिरपद फलकांक्षि सेव्यमानां परम सदाशिव भावनां प्रपद्ये. Prapadye means I surrender completely. Shri Venkatesha Charanau Sharanamaham Prapadye. It comes in Suprabhatam, Prapatti. Prapatti Stotram. In Venkateshwara Prapatti, you get Shri Venkatesha Charanau Sharanam Prapadye. Completely surrendering oneself. Surrendering oneself completely. Sharanagati. That comes only when you don't even have an iota of ego. Even when little bit ahankara is there, that complete surrender doesn't come. So when Draupadi, it seems initially when Dushasana brought her forcefully to the place where they were, to the Raja, to the king, the court where they were playing that game of dice. And there was everyone there, Dhritarashtra and Bhishma, Drona and the Pandavas, Kauravas. And she was forcefully brought and she was helpless before her Vastrapaharanam. Then initially she tried to protect herself, and then she surrendered completely to Krishna, raising both her hands. At that moment, when she completely surrendered, instantly Krishna came and protected her. So that level of Sharanagati is required, even without having an iota of ego, ahankara. Even little bit of ego is an hindrance to achieve that Shivanandam. And Bhagavan instantly responds to that Sharanagati, to that Prapatti. This is given in Sharanagati, Prapatti is given importance in a lot of importance in all our Vedantic, our worship and this discipline, this sadhana. So, Parama Sadashiva Bhavanam Prapadye. I surrender or I seek to attain what? Parama Sadashiva Bhavana. This is a bhavana he is referring to here, a feeling, a contemplation. He is surrendering to that bhavana itself. He is surrendering to that feeling or that contemplation of Parama Sadashiva, that ultimate contemplation of what? That supreme bliss, that Shivanandam. So, Parama Sadashiva Bhavanam Prapadye. Now, how is that Parama Sadashiva Bhavana? That is described in the first three padas. Bahuvidha, it is of many types. What is of many types? Paritosha Bashpa Pura Sphuta Pulakankita Charu Bhoga Bhumim. Bahuvidha Paritosha. Once you attain that Parama Sadashiva Bhavana, when you are in that state, you are experiencing that bhavana, you are experiencing that supreme Shivanandam, supreme bliss. We learned in the second verse, it's coming like waves of bliss continuously, right? So when you are in that state, Bahuvidha Paritosha, it gives satisfaction and joy in many ways, infinite ways, as opposed to any worldly pleasures which are transient and very limited and fleeting. And how is it expressed? Sorry. So, Bashpa Pura. So, with tears flowing. And this is a very common experience, and this is commonly associated. Tears flowing with tears of joy. When a yogi is in that state of Brahmanandam, is experiencing that divinity. Tears of joy flowing, tears of bliss in that blissful state. That is what is referred to here. Bahuvidha Paritosha. It gives pleasure in infinite ways, happiness, bliss in infinite ways. Bashpa Pura, filled with tears. Sphuta Pulakankita. Also, what does it create? It creates pulaka. We discussed pulaka in detail in one of our previous verses. Horripilations or goose pimples. That is one of the way this deha, this human form, responds to emotions. So if you read Bharata's Natya Shastram, there are many things he gives, how that rasanubhuti happens, that rasaswadanam happens, how a sahridaya experiences that rasa, like, whichever rasa it is, there are different rasas, Shringara, Hasya, Karuna, etc. So there also Pulaka is referred to. And Pulaka, the same experience can be with various different forms. For example, tears can also be for sorrow, Karuna rasa. But here, tears, Bashpapura is with reference to when a yogi is in that blissful state. Similarly, Pulaka also, the horripilations, even in Shringara, that is experienced. So here, Pulaka is when a person is experiencing that Brahmanandam. Even we discussed this before also in Jayadeva's Ashtapadis also. He describes how, union with Krishna or that state of bliss when you experience, there is that Pulaka. Tyagaraja, in many of his kritis, Banturiti Kolu, Romanchana, and he describes Pulaka Sharirulai, Ananda Payodhi Nimagnulai, Yashamu Galavar, Endaro Mahanubhavulu. That is a Pancharatna. Pulaka Sharirulai, with the form, the human body experiencing Pulaka. Ananda Payodhi Nimagnulai, very similar to what we are seeing in this verse. With that Pulaka Sharira, Ananda Payodhi, they are immersed in Nimagnulai, they are immersed in that ocean of Ananda, Ananda Payodhi, in that ocean of Ananda being immersed, experiencing Pulaka Sharira. పులక శరీరులై ఆనంద పయోధి నిమగ్నులై యశము గలవారెందరో మహానుభావులు. There are many people, many Mahanubhavas who have experienced this. And this supreme state of bliss we have read about even in our recent times, where people whom we know have seen them, or recently in times, whether Ramana Maharshi or Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Sadashiva Brahmendra, Chandrasekhar Bharati Swaminaha, many of them we have seen in our own recent past, I'm saying recent history, who have experienced this Brahmanandam. Sphuta Pulakankita Charu Bhoga Bhumim. So charu is very something which is great, exceptional, amazing. Bhoga bhumim. It is a field for experiencing this ananda. So this entire word, bahuvidha paritosha bashpapura sphuta pulakankita charu bhoga bhumim. And what is that bhoga bhumi? That field for experiencing this kind of ultimate bliss, which causes tears, and which is experienced in many ways, and which also causes pulaka. What is that bhoga bhumi? Paramasadashiva bhavana. That is an adjective visheshana to Paramasadashiva bhavana. So that Paramasadashiva bhavana is described in this way. Also, how is it? Chirapada phala kankshi sevyamanam. Chirapada is that permanent state. So whatever you get, wealth, position, power in this earth, that is not chirapada, that is not a permanent state. All that is fleeting. All that is transient, it will perish. What is the only permanent state? Chirapada phala. What is that permanent state of the permanent fruit which is aspired by yogis? That is moksha or liberation. Chirapada phala kankshi sevyamanam. So that which is being worshipped by those who seek that chirapada, or the ultimate fruit, the permanent, the impermanent fruit which does not reduce or fleet. So that which is worshipped by those seeking that paramapadam or chirapada phala, that is again Paramasadashiva bhavana. So what is it which is sought by those seeking liberation? It is Paramasadashiva bhavana. They seek Shivananda. They seek to attain Shivanandam only, because only that is ultimate. There is nothing beyond that. So Chira Pada Phala Kankshi Sevyamanam, being worshipped by those who wish for permanent liberation, Paramasadashiva bhavanam prapadye. That is Paramasadashiva bhavana. I will read the meaning and then Shriya will chant the verse once. So it's a very beautiful way of putting, and here's again, in the first two lines especially, there is so much which can be said about each word, about the experience of Brahmananda, which he has very beautifully put in these words for us. But ultimately, only those who experience will know that Shivanandam, how it is. Now, I surrender myself to the supreme contemplation of Sadashiva, the embodiment of absolute bliss. Meditating upon Sadashiva is like an exquisite field of divine experience, where immense joy manifests in the form of tears of ecstasy and shivering delight. It is constantly worshipped by those who long for eternal liberation, seeking the ultimate goal beyond all worldly desires. May I be immersed in this highest state of contemplation, where the bliss of divine realization unfolds in its fullest glory. Also, see, to try to explain what Shankaracharya has told us so succinctly, this is just an attempt. What we are doing in English is just an attempt to understand. But so succinctly, beautifully has put it. That's the beauty of Sanskritam, the Stotram, and our Acharya's grace and, his literary genius also, to put it so succinctly for us. Yeah, now Shriya.
बहुविध परितोष बाष्पपूरस्फुट स्फुटपुलकाङ्कित चारुभोग भूमिं चिरपदफलकाङ्क्षि सेव्यमानां परमसदाशिवभावनां प्रपद्ये.
Uttamam. Next, Aditi. Amitamudamritam muhurduhantim.
आमितमुदमृतं मुहुर्दुहन्तीम् आमितमुदमृतं मुहुर्दुहन्तीम्
विमन भवत्पदगोष्ठमावसन्तीम्.
विमलभवत्पदगोष्ठमावसन्तीम्
विमल भवत्पदगोष्ठम् आवसन्तीम्. Together, विमल भवत्पदगोष्ठमावसन्तीम्.
विमलभवत्पदगोष्ठमावसन्तीम् विमलभवत्पदगोष्ठमावसन्तीम्
सदय पशुपते सुपुण्यपाकाम्.
सदय पशुपते सुपुण्यपाकाम् सदय पशुपते सुपुण्यपाकाम्
मम परिपालय भक्तिधेनुमेकाम्.
मम परिपालय भक्तिधेनुमेकाम् मम परिपालय भक्तिधेनुमेकाम्
Amitamudamritam. Note the word, it's not mudamritam. Amitamudamritam. Muhurduhantim. Vimala bhavat padagoshthamavasantim. Sadaya pashupate supunyapakam. Mama paripalaya bhakti dhenu mekam. Bha and dha are mahapranas. Amitamudamritam muhurduhantim. Vimala bhavat padagoshthamavasantim.
अमितमुदमृतं मुहुर्दुहन्तीं विमलभवत्पदगोष्ठमावसन्तीम् अमितमुदमृतं मुहुर्दुहन्तीं विमलभवत्पदगोष्ठमावसन्तीम्
तदय पशुपते सुपुण्यपाकाम्. मम परिपालय भक्तिधेनुमेकाम्.
सदय पशुपते सुपुण्यपाकाम् मम परिपालय भक्तिधेनुमेकाम् सदय पशुपते सुपुण्यपाकाम् मम परिपालय भक्तिधेनुमेकाम्
ूर्दुहन्तीम् विमल भवत्पदगोष्ठमावसन्तीम् सदय पशुपते सुपुण्यपाकाम् मम परिपालय भक्तिधेनुमेकाम्.
अमितमुदमृतं मुहुर्दुहन्तीं विमलभवत्पदगोष्ठमावसन्तीं सदय पशुपते सुपुण्यपाकाम् मम परिपालय भक्तिधेनुमेकाम्
Tamam, again the same chandas pushpitaghra like the previous one. Hey Sadaya, that is O compassionate one. Sadaya. Pashupate. Mama ekam bhakti dhenum paripalaya. Please protect my bhakti dhenu, my cow. Here the bhakti herself is dhenu. Bhakti dhenu, both are strilinga words in Sanskritam. Bhakti dhenum ekam paripalaya. Please protect my only cow, which is my bhakti dhenu. That is cow of devotion. How is it? Amita mudamritam muhurduhantim Vimala bhavat pada goshtham avasantim supunya pakam. Sadaya Pashupate, they are addressing Parameshwara. Mama bhakti dhenu mekam paripalaya. O Parameshwara, please protect this bhakti dhenu, this cow of devotion of mine. How is it? Amita mudamritam muhuhu duhantim. Muhuhu means again and again. It's not only once. So when it comes only once, it is muhuhu. But when it is again and again, it is called, when it comes only once, it is not muhuhu. Muhuhu is when it yields again and again. Duhantim. So dohana kriya. Dohana refers to milking the cow. So we all know how usually the cow is milked once in the morning, once in the evening. So we don't continuously milk the cow, right? The cow doesn't keep the whole day. You can't keep milking the cow to get milk. But how is this bhakti dhenu? Muhu duhantim. It is continuously yielding. What is it yielding? What kind of milk? Amita mudamritam, the nectar of infinite bliss. So that is what this cow is yielding. Like reminds me of Sarvopanishado gavo dogdha gopalanandana partho vatsa sudhir bhokta dugdham Gita Amritam Mahat. There the cow is, their Upanishads are compared to the cow, and the milk is the Gita, which is the essence of Upanishads, and Vatsa, the calf, which is drinking that milk, then is Partha, that is Arjuna. The cowherd who is milking the cow is Krishna. Sudhihi Bhokta. And once, and now later what happened? Initially, Arjuna enjoyed, but now, thanks to our Maharshi Vyasa who gave us Srimad Bhagavad Gita in the Mahabharatam, Sudhihi Bhokta, all the wise people are enjoying this milk in this, the milk of Gita, the nectar of Gita in this world. Dugdham Gita Amritam Mahat. So here, the Bhakti Dhenu is continuously yielding the milk, the nectar of infinite bliss. Amita Mudamritam. Vimala Bhavat Pada Goshtham Avasantim. Also, how is this Bhakti Dhenu? Where does it stay? The shed where it stays is Bhavat Pada Goshtham. Your Pada, that is the feet of Parameshwara, they are the cowshed in which this cow resides, Bhakti Dhenu resides. How are they? How is that shed? Vimalam. It is very pure, clean, blemishless. So this cow is always residing in the cowshed of the pure, blemishless feet of Parameshwara. Vimala Bhavat Pada Goshtham Avasantim. Supunya Pakam. Also, how is this? How do we get this cow? Supunya Pakam, only as a fruit of meritorious deeds. Like Shankaracharya says in Saundaryalahari, Katham Akrita Punyaha Prabhavati. How can, without punya, how can one even get bhakti? To get bhakti towards Parameshwara, Parameshwari in whichever form, we have to have that Krita Punyatva. So Punya Pakam, only through the fruits of Punya can one get this Bhakti Dhenu. Mama Bhakti Dhenu mekam paripalaya. O Parameshwara, please protect this Bhakti Dhenu of mine, which is continuously yielding the nectar of infinite bliss, which is Shivananda, and which is always constantly seeking or residing in the shed of the pure pair of feet of Parameshwara, and which is a result or a fruit of our meritorious deeds or punya. O Pashupati, the compassionate one, please protect the sacred cow of my devotion, that is Bhakti Dhenu. Ekam, only one. That's what he says. I only have this one Bhakti Dhenu with me, which is my only true wealth. This divine cow of Bhakti dwells in the pure cowshed of your lotus feet, constantly yielding an immeasurable stream of the nectar of bliss. It grants the fruits of great merits, nourishing the soul with boundless joy and fulfillment. Amita Mudamritam. O merciful Bhagavan, let this devotion remain ever undiminished, flourishing under your loving care. Beautiful analogies, alankaras. For those who want, who are interested in Alankara Shastram and Natya Shastram also, these verses, so many kinds of emotion, alankaras are used by Shankaracharya. Bhakti Dhenu. The Bhakti itself, herself is Dhenu, Rupaka Alankara. Right? So let us, that is another way. The Kavyam can be enjoyed in many ways. So now, Shriya chanted this verse, right? Or
No, ma'am,
Aditi?
I did. Yes.
You can chant once, Aditi.
अमितमुदमृतं मुहुर्दुहन्तीं विमलभवत्पदगोष्ठमावसन्तीं सदय पशुपते सुपुण्यपाकां मम परिपालय भक्तिधेनुमेकाम्.
Uttamam. Once again, a very happy Navaratri, Sharan Navaratropsavam to all of you. Just another reminder to all of you that on 30th Tuesday, we are going to have Sampurna Saundaryalahari Parayanam on the occasion of Durgashtami. It is going to be online at 7 a.m. IST, 7 to 8 a.m., just 1 hour. Request all of you to join in large numbers. It's a very nice experience to do the entire Parayanam of Saundaryalahari. And please share it with your friends, relatives who might be interested. The Zoom link will be shared. Also, you can catch us live on YouTube, on Vyoma's YouTube channel. For details, I have shared them in the WhatsApp group for all of us. Okay. Now we will. Okay, let us conclude with Shanti Mantraha. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Dhanyavadaha. We will meet on Tuesday for the Saundaryalahari Parayanam. If you want the details for the Parayanam, you can reach out by email or on WhatsApp and you can share it with others. Then next Saturday, we will meet in the next Shivanandalahari class. Thank you all so much. And thank you to our panelists, Shriya and Aditi. Once again, a very happy Sharan Navaratrotsavam to all of you. Have a blessed Navaratrotsavam. Ram Ram Ram.